The power of focus. Sun Tzu, in his ancient wisdom, teaches that focusing one's efforts in one area inevitably leaves other areas vulnerable. Prepare on the left, you will be weak on the right. Prepare on the right, you will be weak on the left. Prepare on both sides, you will be weak in the middle. This strategic insight underscores a fundamental truth. Resources and energy are finite. The challenge is to allocate them wisely, to maximize effectiveness without leaving critical vulnerabilities exposed. Napoleon Bonaparte exemplified this principle with his attack en masse maneuver. By concentrating his forces at a single point, he was able to break through the enemy lines, which were typically spread thin across a wide front. This tactic was revolutionary at the time, allowing Napoleon to dominate European battlefields. His ability to focus power and make decisive moves at critical junctures was key to his military success. Modern science, particularly involved the square Q law, supports this strategic approach. The law explains that as an object's size increases, its volume grows faster than its surface area. In military terms, this means that a wider front, which spreads forces thin, is inherently weaker than a concentrated force. The wider the front, the more it dilutes the available power, making it easier for a concentrated force to break through. These historical and scientific lessons extend beyond the battlefield into various aspects of life and leadership. We all have limited power and energy to expend, and we face a vast, limitless void of opportunities and challenges. Many other forces and entities are also competing for dominance, making it impossible to outpower everyone all the time. Therefore, the key to success lies in focusing our efforts intelligently, striking at weak points, and then retreating into obscurity like the elusive Mongol hordes. This is the power of focus, a surgical strength of making the right moves at the right time. In business, it means identifying niche markets or weaknesses in the competition and exploiting them effectively. In military development, it involves recognizing your strengths and focusing on them to achieve mastery, rather than spreading yourself too thin. In scientific research, it entails concentrating on specific problems where breakthroughs are possible, rather than attempting to tackle everything all at once. Historical context and strategic application. Sun Tzu's teachings come from a time of constant warfare and political intrigue in ancient China, referred to as the Warring States period. His emphasis on strategic focus and exploiting the enemy's weaknesses was born out of necessity. The principles he laid down in The Art of War have transcended time and culture because they are fundamentally about understanding human nature and the nature of conflict. Napoleon's application of these principles reshaped European warfare. His ability to marshal resources and direct them with precision disrupted the traditional linear tactics of his enemies. By concentrating his forces and striking decisively, he was able to achieve victories against numerically superior foes. This focus and decisiveness are lessons that apply to modern strategic thinking in various fields. The square cube law provides a scientific basis for these strategies. It explains why concentrated forces are more effective and why spreading resources too thin leads to weaknesses. This principle is observed in engineering, biology, and economics, demonstrating its wide applicability. The power of focus in modern times. In today's fast-paced world, the power of focus is more crucial than ever. We live in an age of information overload. constant distractions, and numerous demands on our time and energy. The ability to concentrate on what truly matters and to allocate resources effectively can make all the difference between success and failure. 1. Business and entrepreneurship. In the business world, focus means identifying core competencies and building around them. Companies that try to do too much too often find themselves overextended and unable to compete effectively. Successful businesses, on the other hand, identify their unique strengths and leverage them to dominate their market niches. 2. Personal development. For individuals, focusing on personal strengths and interests can lead to greater satisfaction and success. Trying to excel in too many areas often leads to burnout and mediocrity. By concentrating on what you are passionate about and where you can make the most impact, you can achieve mastery and fulfillment. Scientific research. In research, focus is essential for making meaningful progress. Scientists who concentrate on specific problems are more likely to make significant breakthroughs. Broad, unfocused research efforts often lead to superficial results. Targeted research, on the other hand, driven by clear objectives, yields deeper understanding and innovative solutions. 4. Leadership and management. Leaders who can focus their team's efforts on critical goals are more likely to achieve success. Spreading resources too thin across multiple projects dilutes the impact and can lead to failure. Effective leaders identify key objectives, align their team's efforts, and drive towards those goals with unwavering focus. Strategic strategies for cultivating focus. Developing the power of focus requires deliberate practice and strategic thinking. Here are some strategies to cultivate focus in various aspects of life. 1. Set clear goals. Define what you want to achieve clearly. Ambiguity leads to scattered efforts. Having specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound or SMART goals helps maintain focus. 2. Prioritize. Not all tasks are equally important. Identify high-impact activities that align with your goals and prioritize them. This helps in allocating resources efficiently. 3. Eliminate distractions. Minimize interruptions and distractions that can derail your focus. Create an environment conducive to concentration, whether it's a quiet workspace or setting boundaries for technology use. 4. Develop discipline. Focus requires self-discipline. Establish routines and habits that support your goals. Consistency in efforts leads to sustained progress. 5. Learn to say no. Taking on too many commitments dilutes focus. Learn to say no to activities and tasks that do not align with your primary objectives. This preserves your energy and resources for what truly matters. 6. Reflect and adjust. Regularly review your progress and adjust your strategies as needed. Reflection helps in identifying what's working and what's not, allowing you to refine your focus. Conclusion. The wisdom of Sun Tzu, the military genius of Napoleon, and the scientific principles of the square cube law all converge on one simple truth. Focus is power. In a world of infinite resources and endless challenges, the ability to concentrate efforts intelligently is paramount. By learning to focus on critical areas, strike at weak points, and allocate resources effectively, we can navigate the complexities of life and achieve remarkable success, whether in business, personal development, scientific research, or leadership. The power of focus is a timeless principle that can drive us forward in our quest for excellence.